Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game.
Thank you very much, Larry, as we welcome you to the foothills of the Rockies and the snowy foothills of the Rockies here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. This is taken at his 4, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people that makes that play a really nice timing play? And sometimes it can break big.
Second down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. This complete to Josh Huff. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
On 2nd down, Perkins. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility?
To throw, Bridgewater. Backing up. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty...
And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's a 1st down for the Broncos. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they're going to wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play. To see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted them, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go with Perkins again. And he is going to lose yardage here. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of. And now they can move forward. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense. Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. third down, Bridgewater. And Huff reels it in. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 3-3 our score. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Perkins. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Bridgewater now on second down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Perkins on first down. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full.
Turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things. And if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get 1 step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
They pitch to Perkins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up third and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Bridgewater. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Paxton Lynch now, he gets set and heads back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown well, and he's able to do that.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bridgewater on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. So we've come upon, and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the run, it's Perkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season. They got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw is Bridgewater. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. So another drive bogs down there, but for the 4th time here, they're able to escape with at least 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so they've needed all of these field goals to be in the position they are.
The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. And they'll run it here across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to, again, because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Being chased out left. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
3rd down and 1. Thomas, the lone receiver left. On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Starts with a run by Perkins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And that's incomplete.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, Bridgewater. And he fends him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. Play 90.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And Blake has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket, and he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. Here's Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Now Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target, and it's third and short. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Bridgewater to throw. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. They get 14 yards there and a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here, and they're going to speed things up here. To throw, Bridgewater. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Bridgewater again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To the air again with Bridgewater. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They come out here in the eye. He'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on